I don't really know how to start this. I've rewritten it a few times, wondering if anyone would even believe me. But after what happened last night, silence feels worse than being called crazy. So here it is. This all started with something so small, so stupid that I almost ignored it. Just a notification on my phone, one of those things you swipe away without thinking. But I didn't swipe this one away. I tapped it, and I wish to God I hadn't. It happened on a Thursday morning. I woke up around 7:40 a.m., groggy, half asleep, scrolling through my notifications, email, weather, bank app, and then, sitting between all of that, new alarm added, 24:51. At first, I thought it was a glitch. Phones don't show times like that. Not in 24-hour format, not in any format. There's no such thing as 24:51. Midnight is 00:00. That's it. The day doesn't go past 24, let alone into some bizarre after midnight but not midnight limbo. I opened the clock app, and there it was. An alarm set for 24:51. The description blank. No sound assigned. The toggle was stuck on. I couldn't turn it off. The delete button was grayed out. I held the power button to restart the phone. Nothing. It wouldn't turn off. The shutdown slider appeared for a half a second and vanished. Weird, but fine. Whatever. I tossed the phone onto my desk and went to make coffee. When I came back, the phone screen was on, and the alarm label, previously blank, was now filled in. It said, "Please be inside." My stomach dropped. I turned the phone over, checking the model number, checking for any cracks, any signs of tampering. I even checked if someone had downloaded a prank app. Nothing. I spent the rest of the day trying to make sense of it, Googling, resetting settings, scanning for malware, thinking maybe Siri or some app misinterpreted my voice. But there was no record, no app permissions, no recent changes. Nothing added the alarm. At first, I told myself I wasn't scared, but I kept checking the time. 24:51. What happened at that time? Did it correspond with something? Was it a glitch in the system clock? When midnight came, I watched the digits flip. 0001, 0002, 0003. Nothing weird. No jumps, no flickers, no distortion. I stayed up until 1 a.m. just to be safe, then finally went to bed. I should have paid more attention to the message, "Please be inside." I woke up the next morning and the alarm was gone, completely, not even in the list. But I found something new. A second alarm. New alarm added, 25:12. The label, "Avoid the window." I looked at the window automatically. Nothing was there, but I closed the curtain anyway. The alarm couldn't be changed or deleted. Another day of tension crawled by. I covered the windows in my house with blankets and towels. When midnight rolled around again, I tried to film the clock app. The footage came out corrupted, green static, a high-pitched whining sound, flickers of black. My phone had never done that before. The next morning, the second alarm vanished, like the first. Then came the third one. New alarm added, 26:03. Label, "Do not answer." Do not answer what? A call? The door? A message? I didn't know. I didn't want to know. That night, my phone rang at exactly 1:17 a.m. The caller ID said "unknown device." I didn't answer. It rang again. And again. And again. Each time the ringtone grew quieter, like it was moving away from me, or deeper underground or underwater. I don't know how to describe it. It didn't sound digital anymore. It sounded physical, like something struggling to breathe. I shut the phone in a drawer, wrapped it in a towel, and tried to sleep on the couch. But around 3 a.m., something tapped the window 3 times. Light, deliberate taps. Like someone using a fingernail. I didn't check. I just stayed under the blanket until sunrise. The next morning, the 3rd alarm was gone. I told myself it was some elaborate prank, maybe malware, maybe someone spoofing connections to my phone. But then the 4th alarm appeared. This one had no time, just blank where the numbers should be. The label read, "You're not listening." That was the moment I realized this wasn't a glitch. It wasn't malware. It wasn't a prank. Something was trying to communicate with me, and I wasn't following the instructions correctly. I turned the phone off, or tried to. It didn't even pretend to shut down this time. The screen stayed black for a few seconds, then lit up on its own, bright as day, showing the clock app again. All the alarms were back. 24:51, please be inside. 25:12, avoid the window. 26:03, do not answer. And a new one, 27:42, this is your last warning. I stood there frozen, staring at the list. 4 impossible times, 4 warnings, and the phone vibrating softly like it was struggling to hold itself together. I left the house for a few hours, stayed at a coffee shop, tried to distract myself. But around 4 p.m., the phone buzzed once. A new notification. Alarm adjusted to 24:51, tonight. I swear to God, the numbers changed right in front of me, like something was rewriting the rules of time. Every instinct told me to run, but where? From what? The sun set. The house got quiet. Too quiet. No cars, no neighbors, not even wind. At 24:51, my phone lit up, and the alarm began to ring. But it wasn't a ring. It wasn't even a sound. It was a vibration so deep it felt like it was inside my chest, like the air around me thickened. My lights flickered, my window rattled, and then my doorknob turned. Just a single click. I didn't breathe. The doorknob turned again, slower this time, like whoever or whatever was on the other side wanted to make sure I heard it. The alarm kept vibrating harder and harder until I thought the phone would shatter. I backed away from the door. The knob stopped turning. Everything went silent. The alarm turned off by itself. My phone screen went black. A few seconds passed. Then, very slowly, glowing white text appeared on the screen. Next alarm added, ? You missed this one. And then, we'll try again. That was last night. I haven't slept. My phone battery hasn't dropped a single %. The time display keeps flickering when I'm not looking directly at it, and every once in a while I hear faint tapping from somewhere inside the house. Not at the door, not at the window. Inside. I don't know what happens when the next alarm goes off, or what happens if I follow the instructions, or if I don't. All I know is this. My phone just buzzed again. A new notification is waiting, but I can't bring myself to open it. And outside, I think something is waiting too.